Okay. This is my daughter Bella. Say hi, Bella. And she is 14. And so we're going to do a little bit more posing with her than what we did with Jack, just because she's a girl and we can do more posing with girls. So they're always a little bit more fun because of that. So the first thing that we're going to do, because she has on jeans, is we're going to do something very similar like what we did with Jack. We're going to start with her standing up, and we're going to do several poses of her standing up and then moving down. And then we'll do some with her on some steps that we have in front of our house, just to give you some ideas of what you can do there. It's always a lot of fun when it comes to posing to utilize what you have around you. But I will say I am going to stop this for a second, because since I'm using this, actually, Bella, we're going to switch spots, because since I'm not on a camera and I'm on a video camera instead, you're looking a little dark right here, so we're going to switch spots so that you look lighter. Okay, that's much better. Okay, so what we're going to do, Bella, is we're going to do a couple different things. One of the things that I always tell girls when we're posing is that everything from your waist down affects your waist up. So what I mean by that is that even if we're only doing pictures of her from like the waist up, if I'm only taking a picture of that, even what she's doing from the waist down will affect that picture. So I always tell girls, like, you would be surprised that there's a lot of girls that aren't really comfortable like posing themselves and doing that. So we always kind of like, start with the posing, and then once the girls loosen up a little bit, then that's when the magic happens. That's when we start getting those pictures where they are just, they're laughing more, and, it's completely different than when we first start. So when we first start, we kind of, do some, some more posed pictures. So what I'm going to have you do, Bella, is, and just so you guys know, I'm actually on the other side of the camera, and I'm doing this to show her what to do. That's really important too, is to learn what these poses look like and how to do them yourself. Because for me, just to tell her what to do, that can be a hard thing for girls to understand. And so if I know how to do it and I show her, then what she has to do basically is mimic me. So I want you to separate your feet like this, and you're going to take this one foot here and kind of put it off to the side a little bit, and then just put your thumbs, both of your thumbs, in your pockets like this, okay? And then just kind of relax your shoulders a little bit. You can tell all that she's so excited to be here and do this for me. Okay, so look at me and just kind of like take one of your shoulders. It would be the foot that is out, so it would be your right foot. Take that right shoulder and just kind of bring it in a little bit more and drop it. There you go. So, can you guys see that? So that is going to look different. Drop it a little bit. There you go. That's going to look really nice in a photo. Now, go back, Bella, to how you were doing it. Now, the reason why, this is why I should have had my son out here doing this. You can see from shoulder to shoulder, that's the widest part of somebody's body. It's from their shoulder to their shoulder. So whenever you have them straight on at you like this, like how Bella's standing right now, now take your shoulder, Bella, and do what you were doing before. When you can have them just do that small little adjustment, that actually makes a big difference when it comes to how a person looks. It's not, you may not think that it makes a big difference, but it really, really does. So that's one simple little thing that you can do, okay? So I'm going to pull back a little bit. Now what I want you to do, Bella, is I want you to stand with your legs apart again like this, and I want you to put one arm like this, how I'm doing it, and then I want you to put your other hand, you're going to put it over your wrist. There you go. Perfect. I love this pose because what she's going to do now is she's going to kind of, again, this knee right here that you have bent a little bit, you're going to take it and kind of lean in just a little bit. Perfect. See how we were just talking about how you had that shoulder to shoulder that was wider, because it's like that for every girl. it's like that for everybody actually, not just girls, but that's going to be the wider part. So now what we've done is we've taken that part and we have just made it a little bit less wide, and we've got lines to follow there. So if I were doing a picture of that, I would do it like that right there. You want to smile, Bella? So I would do it right there. I love that pose. That's one of my favorite poses. We're going to do a couple poses on the face that I love. Oh, good. There's some good light. Okay, we're going to do a couple poses on the face that I like. So I love having girls do just one hand here. And see, this is really good for you to watch because Bella doesn't normally do these these kinds of poses. So it's really like I'm doing a senior girl that's never done these poses before. So she's going to take this hand here. There's my cat again. She's like the guard cat of the neighborhood. You're going to take this hand here, Bella, and you're going to kind of cup it like this when you do that. And you're going to bring it, see where my pinky's at? So you're going to bring your fingertips down a little bit and then turn your wrist in. Perfect. Perfect. And so that's exactly it. That's exactly how you want to do it. So you want to do that, and then you can take your other, actually, if you want to put that hand in your pocket, that's fine. And I'm going to tell you guys why I told her that was fine. That was her natural instinct to do that. I didn't tell her what to do with that hand. She naturally did that on her own. So I would leave her just like that. I would have her keep that hand right there, and I would have her leave that other hand in her pocket. I would do a few shots just like that, and then I would have her take her thumb out of her pocket, and I would have her put that hand now up to her. Yep, perfect, right there. And that to me, ooh, we're getting up close there. That to me right there is a beautiful shot. I love this shot with girls because you have what's called leading lines. So you can see the lines from her arms, obviously, and those arms of hers, they lead you right up to her beautiful face. And that's exactly where we want to be looking in a picture like this, is we want to be looking at her face, not anywhere else. So I'm going to pull this back a little bit now. Okay, now Bella, I'm going to have you're going to turn around and go ahead and turn all the way around, and you're going to put your thumbs in your back pocket. Now the trick about this is making sure that your girl knows how to drop that shoulder. And Bella's never really done this pose either, so she's kind of getting like a crash course for her senior photos in 3 years. So what you're going to do, Bella, is you're going to turn around, and when you turn around, you're going to drop that shoulder. Okay, we sort of lost recording there for a minute. Okay, so Bella's going to get back into position now that we're actually recording again. Remember what I said earlier, we're not going to come over here and take a picture like this, because that just looks wrong. So what we're going to do is we're going to come over here to her angle, and we get down and we take the picture like this. So we are going to have Bella, I want you to take your arms, and instead of having them at the bottom of your legs, just barely put them over your knee up there. Perfect, just like that. So right there, there's one pose. Bam, done. Now what I want you to do is I want you to take your left arm, and you're going to kind of rest your elbow on your knee and run it through your hair. Oh, I love that. Oh, isn't she so pretty? So we've got that pose right there. She's probably going to hit me for saying that afterwards, but that's another pose right there. Okay, now what I want you to do, Bella, is I want you to put both of your hands together and cross them at the wrist. There you go. There's another pose right there. Now what I want you to do is I want you to sit crisscross applesauce. Always facing me. Well, I guess not always, because just now she wasn't really facing me. But I want you to put one leg up, and then you're going to tuck your other foot underneath that leg. Okay, so now there's another pose right there. Now take your elbow there, rest your hair in it. There's another pose right there. Done. Okay, perfect. There we go. Now what we're gonna do is we have, this is my house right there. So we're gonna come over to the steps right here, and I'm gonna show you just a couple quick poses on what we can do at the steps. So let's come over here. And there's my cat. I'm telling you, she is the keeper of the neighborhood. We're going to have Bella, she's going to sit on these steps right here, and I'm going to show you just a couple quick things that she can do here. So go ahead and sit here. My battery's low, so I've only got a couple shots to do. Sit on the second one, yeah. Actually, sit on the top one. Okay, so what we're going to do here is I want you to put your knees to, you're going to put your feet out, knees together, and put your arms out, cross at the wrist. There you go. There's your shot right there. Boom, done. Okay, now what I want you to do is I want you to put one foot on the step above and put your other leg out this way more. No, the other way. Okay, and then put your, there you go, but don't put your legs apart like that. Keep your legs together. There you go. So there's another easy one to do right there. Okay, now what I want you to do is to lean into the brick right there, and you're going to go out this way. So lean against it. Perfect. Perfect. Okay, so we've got that right there. And I want you to turn your upper body towards me some more. There you go. And now I want you to go ahead and stand up, and you're going to come over here to the post. I could do senior sessions from my house and never leave home. Go ahead and get down on the ground, because I'm going to have you, yeah, go ahead and go right over there.
Like in the dirt?
Yeah. Yeah, look at our yard. This is California drought for you. No, stand up right there. Sorry, Bella. And then you're going to put your elbow, you're going to lean into this and kind of lean in. See, she's remembering what I told her earlier. Even though for this right here, I would take the picture probably from here up, she is going to just kind of lean in like that, and then take your other hand and put it up on the brick as well. There you go. And put your hand in your hair like this, and don't rest it like this. Put your fingers like this. Perfect. And we've got our shot just like that. Okay, so there you go. We've done, like, I don't know how many poses with her, but it was a lot, and it didn't take very much time. So anyways, hope this helps, and I'm going to post this in the forum, and hope you guys learn a lot. So thanks. See you later. Go create something pretty. Hey everyone, it's Amy with Pretty Presets, and we are going to do a video on posing, and we're going to start with, this is my son Jackson. He's 15, and I've made him do this, so he is not doing this on his own free will. We are going to do this and show you what it's like to pose a guy. So this is really more for, like, if you're doing seniors, or if you're doing like one boy during a family session. Unfortunately, I think it would be next to impossible for me to actually do all 4 of my own children and show you how to pose teenage children together. They would probably, like, all go crazy on me. So I'll make a different video with someone else's children at some point with posing. So what we're going to do is I'm going to show you just a few little things to keep in mind when you're posing a guy. They're really just simple things, but they make a huge difference. So I'm going to have Jack kind of back up into that corner a little bit, and he's going to do a couple little things that will make a difference. First, I want you to remember, Jack, that when we're doing pictures with you, you're either going to put your hands in your pocket, like you're doing right now. You'll either keep your fingers in your pocket or your thumb in your pocket. The reason why is because you don't want to look like you have your hands chopped off. So nobody wants to look like that. So that's like the first thing I tell guys in every guy senior session is you never put your whole hand in your pocket. So you can stand there like that, and that's great. I want you to take your feet and go ahead and cross them so that they, no, yeah, there you go. And so we can go ahead and take one super casual shot just like that. He's going to even smile for me maybe. I don't know. There we go. Okay, look, he did. Okay, good boy. I didn't mean to say good boy because my kids say, you sound like you're talking to our dogs when you say that. Thank you, Jack, for doing that. Okay, so the next thing that we're going to do is I want you to cross your arms over your chest up here like this. And then I want you, when you do that, make sure that your hands show. Not quite like that. Not like that. There you go. And then take one of your legs this time and put it up against the garage door or the wall right there that's behind you. Not just your foot, but your actual leg. Or your foot. Make it go up a little bit. Okay, there you go. So now we've got a second pose right there. Okay, and what's nice about this is you can do a full body shot like this, or you can come up and you can get a really great full shot like that. Okay, so this is not what he normally wears on a day-to-day basis, and no, he did not put on this just for you guys. We came home from church a couple hours ago. Oh look, there's my cat joining us. Say hello, Lane. And now what we're going to do is we're going to have Jack, I want you to go ahead and kneel down for me. And you're going to put one leg lower than the other leg. Perfect. Now, what I want you to do is stay just like that for a second. As a photographer, one thing that you need to remember is perspective. When you are shooting somebody, even though you can take this shot from here and you're looking down at them like this, don't. I think I spend more time down actually on my knees than I do standing up when I'm taking photos, because it's all about perspective. So if he's down here like this, I need to be down here like this, because that is going to be a better photo than that. Okay, so we want to be able to stay down here like this. Kind of turn to the side for me, Jack, so that you're not straight. There you go, good. Now I want you to sit down on the ground for me, and then you're going to tuck one leg under the other, and you're going to keep your left leg up. Go ahead and bring that, he's got really long legs. Go ahead and bring that left leg up a little bit more. Up, there you go, perfect. Okay, there's another pose right there. See how we go from standing to kneeling all the way to the ground. So your client isn't having to move around a whole lot, and you're able to get several poses, boom, 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 just like that. You want to be able to develop a really nice workflow when it comes to posing, because that really helps you and it helps your client. So, because you can do this, and then what I do is when I'm done with this shot right here, I get up and I do this in every single session. Look up at me, Jack, and then I will come over here and I will get a nice close-up. Go ahead and put your hands together. Perfect. And then I get a nice close-up, just like that, probably like that. Hey, Jack! And so that's what I do. Like I said, we got several shots just from doing that. So it is so important to remember to get those shots and to be able to make it as easy as possible, especially when you're dealing with guys, because they generally don't like having their picture taken. Is that right, Jack? So we are done with the guy, and now I'm going to go get my daughter, and we're going to move on to girls, which is so much easier.